Hello everyone, welcome to our live stream. Yeah, it's a weird one today because there's no real central goal or central focus. We're going to do a few things. I think I've got a list of things I want to get done today. So I thought I'd do them live with you guys and just chat about, well, anything really. So I think it's a bit more chill before going into too much stuff. But next week is our Christmas giveaway live stream. So if you want to be in a chance to win some money and have a bit of fun, come join us on our live stream next Saturday for the Christmas giveaway live stream. And we'll actually see some behind the scenes of that today. So you can see like a bit of setup behind that. We've got that on our to-do list. We've got the thumbnail we've got to create for next year's retro remake. And I'm going to try and do some work on Mimic as well in tonight's stream. All whilst just hanging out with you guys. And say hello to everyone. And yeah, just hanging out for the end of the year. And talking about stuff we're going to do next year. And how I want to try and get on top of things a little bit. Especially this past month with the son being in hospital. And by the way, he is doing okay. He had his 3rd day of antibiotics today and blood tests. And things are looking good. He's got 2 more days of antibiotics. It turned out he had pneumonia. And yeah, so he's been suffering, but he's okay at the moment. So we're looking forward to him being, well, okay in the next couple of days. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to just talk about loads of different things, really. So one of the first things, a lot of this is actually going to be a lot behind the scenes stuff, actually. Like, you're going to see some of the stuff that I'm planning ahead of 2024 and all sorts of things. So yeah, so first of all, I put a post up earlier today saying apologies for the inconsistent uploads and things like that. Like people be wondering when's the next part of action RPG, when's the next part of survival, when's the next part of this, that, and ever. It's seriously, this month has been such a mess up with the hospitals and all sorts of things going on. That I just haven't had no time to record. So all the stuff that's been coming out is stuff that's been on like in the draft stage for so long. It's just a matter of I can just type up and things like that. So yeah, so bear with us. It is coming out. I've just recorded 2 more action RPGs yesterday, and the 2D game series that we started on Patreon. There's 3 episodes of that. 4 episodes of that got recorded yesterday as well. Yeah, there's a Kit Kat. Yeah, there's Otto. His name's Otto, by the way. Hey. Hey. Ah, you're funny. He just likes looking out the window. It's really weird. So yeah, so first thing I need to do is I need to create the a very quick job. I'm going to create the thumbnail for next year's retro remake subject. So what this has been is every year we do a retro remake vote, and Patreon members vote for what like what game we would like to see trying to be remade in Unreal Engine. Oh, by the way, look at this sick thing I tried making the other day of Mimic. I had a bit of fun with the Mimic artwork. Some conceptual pieces. I might try and do something a bit better of it later. But yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah. So every year we do this vote for what game do we want to see being made over the next year. And the vote this year has been, I think 48% people have voted for a Day of the Tentacle type of retro remake. So we're going to make the thumbnail for that. So it's preparation for next year. It's all done. So I'm going to show you a bit behind the scenes of me making the thumbnail. But yeah, that's some basic art from the thing I've been making for Mimic. I say it's all work in progress. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll probably do another job at that at one point. And then I'll show you, we're going to go through that thumbnail. We'll go into the Christmas map for our Christmas quiz next week. I'll show you some of the work that's gone into that. And some Mimic stuff probably. And we'll talk about next year's plans and how we're organising things and what to expect. So, first of all, retro remake. So I need to open up my retro remake. So I keep my thumbnails all like organised by like live streams and UE5 and UEFN. That's one of the things for 2024 is I do want to get back into UEFN and doing some videos of that. But for the time being, we've got some things to catch up on. So I've got my retro remake thumbnails. I'm going to go to pick up this year's one, which is Pokemon. And I'm just going to edit this one. And so we're going to save as. And we'll do a retro remake. Day of the Tentacle. Dot. Okay. So, I'll show you how I do all this. So I'm going to search for some Day of the Tentacle key art, and I already know what kind of artwork I'm thinking of. It's going to be of the tentacle. So something like this maybe, but I'm going to look for something large. So I'm just going to take up a large image. So something like this could do. Yeah, that's pretty high res. We can have that. So I'm going to copy that image and I'm going to chuck it in here. And as you can see from the style of the thumbnail, I like to just cut out the main image, the main subject. So that's what we're going to be doing there. So let's just cut a few things out. So I'm going to cut out a few basic image parts here, because it makes it a bit easier for Unreal Photoshop to just grab the subject when I hit subject. Close. So we're going to go into quick selection, and we'll just increase the size a little bit. So we're just going to create this thumbnail first, and then we'll jump into the Christmas stuff we're doing next week, and I'll show you some of the cool stuff we've done there. Oh, didn't mean to cut that in. That's fine. There we go. And I never delete it, I just mask it. Makes life a little bit easier. And let's hide our Pikachu from this year's one. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the way I tend to make these thumbnails is I also try and make something like appear above this bit and behind this bit. So at the moment it's a bit tricky because of this character's sort of design. So I'm gonna just have to do it like this, I think. We'll put that beneath the key art there. Yeah, okay. Obviously you don't want Pokemon there. We're gonna get rid of that. Pokemon. Right, and so we need the logo for Day of the Tentacle. No, we just started. You missed nothing. We're just hanging out, making a few things, doing a few jobs that we need to do. Gonna look at creating this thing first, which is almost done, really. Don't take long to do these things. Well, that's a big image. Right, so it's a PNG. I need to... That's handy, actually. It saves me a lot of work. I can just save that. Sure. And we'll just drag that in there. So I tend to put the logo of the game we're trying to retro remake there. We'll change that part down to part 1. And that's pretty much done. I just need to do the stroke outline for our main tentacle here. So let me find that. And you could do a stroke in the blending options, but tend to have a little bit more control than that. And select, modify, expand. Sure. A bit more. Very simple, quick, easy to do thumbnails. Done. Aren't you streaming on Twitch? So one of the big plans of 2024 actually is to sorted out the Twitch channel a little bit more. It's been unloved and needs a bit of care and attention. So one of the jobs I'll be doing over the Christmas break is sorting that all out, basically. And we'll be streaming back on Twitch as well as YouTube. We'll do both at the same time. Because I'm paying for it, I might as well bloody use it. Yeah. Anyway, right, that'll do, I think. Let's actually add a bit of... where's the logo? Where is it? Oh, it's there. Let's add some options to this one. Okay, we're going to do some drop shadowing. Thank you for the donation first of all, Master. But when we'll post more Survivor episodes. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, I've been a bit delayed in everything this month because of the hospital visits for my son and all sorts. So it's been a weird one. So lately we've just been releasing stuff that I've had in the back burner for a while and ready to release. But we'll be back on those very, very shortly. Sure. Let's try looking at the dark shadow. Sure. No, I think that'll do. I might actually add a little drop on the tentacle guy as well, because he's looking a bit flat there against the background. So add a little drop or glow maybe. Let's try that out. No. I'll change the glow to be darker. Oh, hello. Actually, I want that not on there. I want it on the outline. Drop shadow. Yeah, see, the drop shadow doesn't look that great, so I'm trying out a glow. Put a dark shadow on it. Multiply. That's a bit better. Cool. Happy with that. Done. Job 1 done. So next job is we're going to do a bit of work on our Christmas special that's happening next week. So I'll give you a little behind the scenes look at that. And we're going to go through, one of the things I want to try and do is I want to show you a bit of UI stuff we've done with this this year. And we're going to do a video on that for people. So if you're interested in know how we do this UI in a second, I'm going to go through and show that. But we're going to be doing... so next week is the live quiz show where we do a live giveaway. Where I call people up on Discord and ask them questions, simple questions, and they get to pick random doors open. And yeah, we make a little game out of it. And people win prizes. So we try and do this most years. We did it last year to great effect, and we're going to do it this year again. And I'm going to show you how it all works. So before, I haven't actually shown the setup for this before. Usually the setup I've done like the day before, but I'm a little bit ahead of it this time. Just because I want to make it look a little bit different. And so part of Black Friday was I bought a couple of these packs for like winter scenes. And I was like, hey, this would be quite neat. So let me show you what we got. Is this map it was in? Can't recall now. Yeah. So yeah, this is the level we're working with this year. I've got from the marketplace, and I've also got some winter-based characters from the marketplace too. We'll do something fun with them. But one of the big things I've worked on recently was the UI for this thing. So we've done like a little pop-up that's animated. So I'll show that again. So it like unfolds and all pop, pop, pop. I might tweak that a little bit. But at the moment we need it's just fixed. We need to make it work for various doors and things like that. Because the way we usually do this is that you go knock on a door and it'll open up, revealing a prize. That's the idea behind this. So every year we do this. It's a little bit different each time, depending on the models I'm using. So the first time I ever did this, I used my own models. Last year we used a pack, and this year we're using a pack again. So this one's interesting because this one is the door, as you can see here, is part of a wall. And obviously I want to open the door. I can't if it's part of the wall. So let me have a look at the mesh here. We might have to edit the mesh in modeling mode. Yeah, we're gonna have to edit the mesh in modeling mode. Oh, that's annoying. Right, we'll see what we can do here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go actually through this and show how this is done. So I'm just going to make life a bit easier and just step this aside on its own over here. Okay, and then we go to modeling mode. And I want to, first of all, duplicate this, because if I do anything to this thing, it's going to affect all of that model everywhere in the level, which obviously I don't want to happen. And I always forget where stuff is, because I keep moving stuff about. Not there, not there. There you go, duplicate. Yep. Okay, and this is now a duplicated mesh. Oh, why is it broken like that? Why is it broken the texture? Ooh, hang on. Oh. The door's... Hang on, I'm confused. Hang on. Undo. Yes, there. Did I have it selected at the same time? Whoops. I might have had it at the same time. Oh, no. Oh, I know what I did. I copied the mesh, not the actor. So I need to delete that. Oh, I've actually deleted that, haven't I? God damn it. This one. Delete. There we go. Yeah, be careful when you have hot selecting the mesh components. Not to duplicate the component. Instead, we want to duplicate the actor. Whoop. There we go. That's why the texture messed up. Right, duplicate, accept. No, why is that messing? Well, it's not causing an issue down there, but why is that messing up the texture so much? That's all okay. It's the same as that. So it shouldn't be. Window emission is correct. That looks the same, but the rest of it looks broken. Nice. Okay. If you don't mind, how can we upload a game to any platform? I mean, is there a rule or something? What do you mean? How can we upload a game to any platform? I don't know what you mean there. Mesh. Like your own game, publishing your own game. You can publish it to any platform you like. Alright, so this is using what we call a texture atlas. But for some reason, when I duplicated it, the UVs went as well. I don't get why. Can I copy UVs by any chance? No. Oh, nutballs. Well, I guess I could just edit this one. I mean, how many of... no, we have got duplicates, haven't we? Shoot. Okay. So... auto UV. No. UV editor. Let's see, look. This looks different here, though, than anywhere else. So, this is going to be a bit awkward to do because it's going to show the wrong atlas. Why you not can't see this thing? Yeah. Display. No, why can't I see this? Yeah, it should be here. Ah, display background. Ah, there we go. Texture. Oh, I need to find the texture that we're using for this. I guess it's this thing. Display. There we go. Why the damn thing is... Why? I don't get why it didn't copy the UVs from this thing. Let me delete that and start again. Look at the UVs for this. UV, channel 0, channel 1, channel 0. And that's what I want it to copy. Why didn't it copy the UVs? Interesting problem. You see, like the UVs I didn't copy over. Maybe I miss a setting in here. I mean, I guess I could just edit this, but I want them all to eventually open. So we'll see how we get on with this. Well, actually, what I could do, I'm saying that, if I just duplicate this. Okay. Right, this one. I'm going to use this one here. There we go. We'll just do it like this. Okay, so next I want to cut out this thing. So when you see a model like this, probably the modeler has polygrouped it. So if I go to attributes, and do generate polygroups. So what this does is it takes like faces and sort of groups them together as intellectually as it possible. So you can see here the door here is sort of like different colours, and if it's different colours, it means it'll be different groups. So this up here is a nightmare. What's going up here? But hopefully we don't have to touch that because we just want to cut out the door. So if you can make the door separate, easier. So you've got different modes in here to do stuff, and you can see like you can do different things. Just hopefully finding one that already does it quite well. If not, we have to make it ourselves. Was normal deviation? Yeah, okay. So the default is to look at the normals of each face and then sort of separate out like that. So yeah, that's why the big wall piece is one piece, but the door is the same piece of that group but separated. Angle tolerance. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, which as you can see, let me just as you can see here is like grouping now this bit up here. So I'm going to keep going like respect UV seams, sure. So I'm trying to get this door on its own as best I can. Min group size, it's not too bad. I think that's the best we're going to get it. Okay, so I'm going to do that, accept that. And if I go into the model, polygroup edit, you can see it. Why is it breaking the UVs as soon as I go into that? Let's see if it still breaks it. If I... No, I'm scared now. Why is it doing that? Polygroup edit. Just leave the UVs alone, people. Don't see any option here. Never seen it mess about with the UVs that much. Right, well. As you can see, you can like separate it out like this. This is where you're gonna get annoying because we can select the wrong things. What's your impression of modeling tool so far? You think it's production ready? With the rough edges and the caveats? I think it's more useful as like an editing tool, like doing simple edits, relatively simple edits like this, rather than actually doing the whole entire thing. I wouldn't make models from scratch using it, but I've used it plenty of times just to edit models, and it works a treat just for that. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that. Control. Okay, so the marquee select doesn't work in this. Crying out loud. The alternative is I can use a box cut, maybe. I don't like it a bit messy. Got all these little bits around it as well. Oh, it's so dumb. Ah. Right, so I've disconnected it. Oh, the UVs have fixed themselves. No, why didn't it disconnect? Yeah. Disconnect. Accept. Yeah, there you go. Might be already disconnected. Stupid knocker. The round bit in here sucks. Not too fast because obviously we're only using this once for next week and that's it. So sort it if it doesn't work. Right, now I've got that in there. I want to disconnect that. Accept. We should see. This one? No. There's a button that separates it all out. Who is it? Maybe because you're streaming, so it's too heavy. That's why weird stuff. Maybe. Right. No, it's broken the UVs now. If not, we're going to do a UI thing because this might not be worth it. I was going to make it so I could animate the door to open, but whoever's modeled this thing hasn't thought about making it that possible, which is really annoying. What can I do? Publishing games. Any rules on something to be a developer and publish a game? No, you can publish it wherever you want. Give the pay, but that's about it. There was a way to like break it all apart in here, but I can't remember where that is. Groups. No. UV respect harmonics. Yeah, each Steam's easy. You pay $100 per game you want to upload. How do you add audio into Level Blueprint? You just do play sound as a node. It's annoying that because that's what you ideally want, because this breaks it all down into bits, but for some reason it breaks the UVs, as you can see. Oh wait, hang on. No, that's the back of that. Let me have a look at the UVs for this one. See if I can edit this one. UV editor. Right, let's find the texture it's using. Trim sheet. Base color. It's weird. How is that useful for a door? What the hell are they using that for a door? Confused. Well, that bit's using it for a door, but how is this bit using it for a door? Is that really the door? Entrance material? Maybe it's using the wrong material? Oh yeah, there's a door down there. So we need to make it use this material. Right, okay. Right, we're getting there. I think it's just using the wrong material. So I need to use MI entrance. So go there. There we go. Right, did it separate all this stuff? Yeah, there we go. I need to select those little bits. Hang on, let's move the camera really slowly. Okay. Right, let's move those out. There we go. That's attached to that. Nice, nice, nice. We'll attach that all in a second. I want to add a back face to this door though. So I'm going to select. I'm not really fussed about the detail of this. So what I'm going to do is I'll select that, and we're going to model. Not polygroup edit. What do we do? Mesh. Fill holes. Set the hole. Sure. And we'll edit the UVs of that to match the same as like the door frame maybe. So we're going to go to UVs. UV editor. And why can't I see this in the bloody thing? I don't want to edit the whole bloody thing now. Group edit, select that. Nope. Cancel. Control. And nothing there. I want a UV just that bit. Oh, didn't. Try select. There we go. UVs. Project UV. No, it's broken it for all of it. This is the problem with the modeling system. Like, it's bloody finicky to do little things like I just want a UV just this section. Because you can't select like in the viewport here like what you want to edit. You have to go into here and do stuff. And like if I go to the UV editor, you can see there's no UV like island for this. Well, no wonder why it's no. What? Why is there no UV island for that? Well, I don't want to undo all the UV work just for the back bit. What can I do? What's my favourite breakfast food? My favourite breakfast food is probably cereal. Actually, no, I do like a good croissant. With a bit of jam or jelly if you're in America, jelly. Croissant's quite nice. Right. I'll just do that. Oh, no, it does it for the whole bloody thing. Polygroup edit. I just want to select that face, you stupid thing. Only has a single polygroup. Okay, well, let's break it down into different polygroups then. Generate polygroups. We'll bring that way down. UV seams. Find quads. UV islands. Oh, that should be what we want. Yeah, there we go. Accept that. If that stays the same. Yep, cool. And we can go back to the mesh. No, polygroup edit. There we go. And we'll do planar projection. I don't know what ways what, but we'll have to edit it no matter what. Accept. Yeah, cool, didn't affect that. Good. But I just want to do. Ah, there you go. Hang on, I need to. Aha, there we go. So the door. Yeah, I don't really care. I just want to use a little bit of wood. So I'll just scale it up like that. I don't care. Just something that doesn't look too shocking. That'll do. Sod it. That'll do. Right. I can get rid of this thing. Oh, bloody thing. Let's delete all this bit. Set this. That. There you go. Okay. So all this stuff I want to just sort of stitch together. So we're going to go down to there. Oh. And mesh a union. And accept. There we go. So it's now just one model. Ta-da. So we're going to animate this to move. So first I'm going to do is edit the pivot point. So go down to where was it? Attributes? No, where was it? Model. Like, they got to change the name of this thing, and it doesn't make any sense. Edit pivot. There you go. That'll do it. So we can now animate the doors open and close. Nice. See, done. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do it. Redo. Nice. Righto. So there's our door. So I'm going to just cheat this bit because obviously it doesn't want us to cut the door out of the thing without breaking every UV in existence. So we're going to cheat it. Let me line up the door first of all. Hello. There you go. Just line it up there. That'll do. So what we're going to do is I'm going to animate that open like this and then put a black plane behind this. Okay. So let's make a black plane. Black. And this is what I did with the one a couple of years ago as well. So we made that to unlit. Done. And we're just going to make a plane. Oh, let's turn snap off. There you go. So this is the door. It just looks a bit crap, doesn't it? Because I can't line it up properly without cutting the damn hole out. Oh, the model of this scene looks very nice, but useless if you want to actually make it usable. I mean, I could just cut it out. Let's try cutting it. Body mode. Box. Accept that. Just gonna scale that down a little bit. So I've done a video on this before. You can make like stencils that cut out of your models. Is that box at the... Oh, that's cool. It's at the bottom. That makes life a little bit easier. Just put that down there. That down. And if I do it to this one, it should affect all of them of the same model, that is. That'll do. So you select the background first, then this one, and then you go to again, they keep cutting this thing, mesh cut, and you see where it's going to cut it. I can cut along there. Accept. I can delete that. Delete that. Nice. But I should have done all of them. Or not. Oh, but I'll still do it to all of them. In the end, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it doing this much work? Just to do a simple quiz show. There we go. That's where we're at. Okay. And we can tuck that in now. Alright. bloody thing. You know what? Screw it. I want to be here all night doing this, and I don't want to be doing it. So, we're going to take that back as it was, and we're just going to make it a little pop-up. I cannot be asked. So, for those who have just joined us, we have this little pop-up thing like that. I'm going to make that randomized because I cannot be asked. Right, so let's just do the blueprint class. Yeah, it's not worth it. Modelers, please make your objects easier to fucking open. So, PP door. And we're going to go and do a very simple setup for this thing. So, I'm going to have a box collision. And I'm going to have also a render, text render. This is going to be like the number of the house, number of the building. Do that centered there. And I have some text I brought in before, so I can use that same text. Hold on. Fonts, present fonts. Why doesn't it not like that in the text render? Yeah. Script. So level like number 1, for example. So we do that, and we'll change that to the color black so it stands out a bit, and it compile and save. Right, so I'll make that separate from the box thing as well. So on this event graph, we're going to do active begin overlap, and we'll see if this is equal to the player character. And so what we're going to be finished, well, probably not finishing this off, but we'll do this basic thing in here, and then should be close to finish. And then I'm going to go into Mimic because I'm going to do something in Mimic before we head out for anything. Okay, so if it's true and all that, we're going to enable input. I'm doing a simple interaction system because I don't need to make a complex one. I'm going to do the same for end overlap. Copy, paste. In there. Like this will be disable input. Like so. Okay, and then we'll do the E key. Yeah, debug will be fine. And then in here we're going to say open door, reveal prize. We'll call it custom reveal prize, and this will do create widget. We've got our prize for the scroll, and we're going to add to viewport. Yeah, and that'll do reveal prize. Save. So I can now just put this at different doors, like this, for example. Which way is it facing? There we go. That way. Change the box there, a little bit bigger. So let's just test if that works. There you go, it works. Cool. Right, now we'll make it generate a prize. So you're going to see how prize generation works, and you can see how fair it is, okay? So in the variables here, I'm going to make an array of prize pool. And it'll be floats, no, integers will do. An array of them, and we're literally just going to add in 5, 20, 50, 100. So these are this is the prize money. So you can win $5, $20, $50, $100, and it's going to be all evenly split. I could be sneaky and add in like 5 5s, 2 20s, 150, 100, and make it a bit more weighted. But nah, it'll be fine. So in here we need to get the prize and send it over to the widget. So the widget needs to know what prize to show. So by the way, this is how the widget works. So the widget is actually made of various parts. So I've got an image that I bought from Shutterstock. Not bought from Shutterstock, but I have a subscription from Shutterstock. So I broke it all apart in Illustrator. So you've got like different sections of it, and they're all animated inside this widget blueprint. So you can see here, it animates out like this, pops up, and away it goes. So that's what's happening there, and that's how we did that. But yeah, originally it came as one just complete image like this. So yeah, cut it all up, which is pretty neat. And it works a treat. So the thing I need to change here is the text. So I'm going to make that variable, and we'll call that one text prize graph, and we'll have this as a prize, and that'll be an integer. And on a construct here, we're going to do text prize set text, and then format text because I want to put in that $sign in the front. So dollar, and then curly brackets prize will do, and then I'll just plug in the prize, and it will make that editable and exposed on spawn, like so. So on the door here, if I just refresh this node, I can set the prize up, and I'm just going to get the prize pool, which is just those 4 values, random array item. Done. So if you go up to door number 1, $50. We'll go up to it again. $100. $20. Yeah, so it's just random. If you have a random output in the construction script, will it be unique for each player or just output for the initial output when it was made? If you're doing multiplayer, it'd be unique for each multiplayer character. So now I need to change the number on the door, make that editable. So text render, we're going to do on the construction script, set text, and put that in there. And this value here, we're going to promote to variable, and it'll be number, and make that editable. I put it on the construction script so I can see it in the world when I change it. This will be number 1 and show it there. Let me actually change it to white. I think the text. I think it'll look better as a white value. Yeah, something like that. That'll do. Okay, now we'll do the other ones. So we've got one there. We're going to do another one up here. Whoop. And we'll make it look a bit more realistic. We'll just take the text value as a component and then just move that to the side lightly like there. And yeah, we'll just change that to be 2. And we've got this one over here. I'll just copy this one again. Did you already decide for the Game Jams theme? Yes. So if you haven't signed up already, the month-long January Games Jam is now available to sign up for. The theme will be announced on January 1st. And you have the whole month to work on it. You don't have to spend the whole month on it, but you have the whole month to work on it. And the theme will be announced, I say, on January 1st. So let's put that there. Change that to 3. Done. And put another one over here. God's sake. Come on. Sort it out. What? Change that to relative location. There we go. And we'll do this door over here. And change it back to world. Make that equal to 5. Okay, so we've got 5 doors. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have got more up here. Should we do? Yeah, we might as well do the others as well. It doesn't really matter, does it? Bring it around. And door number 6. And go on to here. Door number 7. And that'll be door number 8. Any more? Not one idea, but that's too far away to walk. I'm just going to leave it at these ones. The next thing we'll do is I'm going to hide this ugliness, which is just all the demo stuff from the map, because I'm not going to bother making another map. So I'm going to take this stuff and just wrap it around. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And we'll make it look pretty, because, you know, why not? We'll take the same sort of wall structure they've got over here and bring it over here. Yeah, we've got a couple of trees. Might as well make use of these trees. Ah. There you go, that'll do. So yeah, we got this little space here where we're doing our quiz, and we can answer questions on the doors to reveal the prizes behind them. Yay! What's the meaning of writing in Arabic? Meta Quest market. I have no idea. But I mean, amazing start for Meta Quest this year. I've got Meta Quest 3. I don't. You can't see it behind me. Assassin's Creed is great, and Asgard's Wrath 2 is great as well. So, looking forward to seeing what else is coming out for it. Why are these being numbered? So, when we do the quiz next week, if you get the question right, it's like an advent calendar. You get to choose what door you want to open. If you're feeling lucky about a certain number, yeah, sure, why not? But the doors are like randomized as soon as we play. So, like, if I tell you what we'll do actually is I'll edit it so even more interestingly. So the randomness, this random value, I'm gonna do a construction script. So it does it once. Promote variable, prize chosen. So that way it's locked in. Price. So what I mean by that is if I go up to here and push this button here, that gives me 20. That'll give me 20 every single time. Yeah. But this door maybe give me something different. Yeah, there you go. So the way it works is that I'll ask a question, and it'd be a simple like Christmas themed question, and then on Discord, in our Discord chat, I'll grab one of the correct answers at random, and I'll give you a call on Discord. If you answer the call, then and you answer the question correctly, you get to pick a door, and then you win a prize. And at the end of the show, I'll just PayPal everyone over the prize money. But similar to last year, what we're gonna do is gonna let you have the chance to gamble the door, okay? But last time it was a bit awkward because like you get to a door like for this one, okay, 20, and people like go no, say let's say they got $50, okay, they gamble it, or they get 20, they get gamble it, they can chances are to get something higher, which happened a lot of the time. So I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to gamble, make a gamble a little bit different, and make it so that if you gamble it, you've got a chance to double your money or halve it. In which case, let's actually make the 5 not a 5, because that's going to be awkward. Let's change this to 10, 25, 50, 100. Yeah, there we go. So you can either double it or half it, okay, your prize money, based upon a simple choice between snowmen. Over here. Okay. Where should we put them actually? Maybe over here might make more sense. I'm gonna give these guys a basic animation asset as well. Idle. So they're alive. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about enhance. So I love his stuff. Their stuff is really good. Right, so we're gonna do a simple 50-50 choice. I don't know. Shall we do something? I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? I think we could do something cool with physics, maybe. Or we can just do like flip a coin, pick one of them, pick double one or be half. You can choose left or right. In fact, I've actually, rather than the snowman, I've got a tree character we can bring in. Actually, hang on. Meshes, tree it. So you can pick the tree or the snowman. There you go. We'll give him the idol. Christmas tree man or snowman. Okay, so we're gonna make I think just randomize which one I'm gonna pick. But because these two are different actors, we can't do it on the actor blueprint. Well, we could, but it'd be annoying. So the simplest solution, which is often usually the best solution, we can just do it in the level blueprint. So I'm gonna bring in reference to both of these guys. So do the tree guy first. And oh. Just realised I need to actually put something else on them. Oh, I don't know. It's not that exciting, is it? Just ask them or something. Probably an exciting thing to do. It's not very exciting to go pick one. So it's like We could make them race. Should I make them race? So starting line from here down to the end, we can gamble it and just see who's going to win. If you get it right, yeah, we'll do that. We'll make them make them race. That'll be fun. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this one. Blueprint class, character, snowman. Snowman. Which is worse for textures? 24096s or 8192 is worse. Oh, nice. Okay. I can't bother to make a whole animation blueprint, so I'm going to do a very simple thing here. What is his walk animation like? That's that, okay. Does he have like a... No, okay. Okay, so we're gonna right. I'm gonna set him up to start off with him being an idol, and then we'll do a custom event. Start race. We'll do. Add a reference point to this one. We'll do a factor. Goal. And we'll do AI move to born yourself. Destination is the goal here, and on success, we'll probably have to do like a big UI thing, won't we? Make an event dispatcher. Goal reached. Call that. On success. There you go. Start race does that. Yeah, okay. Do that. And then do the same for the treant. Create create child or duplicate. Duplicate. And we'll change him. Okay. When they start the race, that's when I also want to change their animation they're using. So this guy's just idle. I'm not, because we're not fussing about with animation blueprints. Set anim asset. No, set anim mode. What was it? Set animation mode. There you go. Animation asset. No, what was it? Get anim class maybe. Okay. Set anim asset. No, what the hell was this? Cannot remember what they called it. Set anim instance. Animation data. That's it. Set animation. Oh, it's there. Set animation. There you go. This is the treant. So we want the treant. There you go. And we're just going to copy that. Put it on the snowman. Okay. Yeah. And we're also going to give them a randomizer to choose, so it's different every single time. I'm going to change their character movement speed. So we're going to do a function in here. So choose speed, character movement, set max walk speed, and we'll do a random float in range, and we'll do a random float between 300 and 400. So it should keep it a tight race, no matter what goes on. So on start race here, we do choose speed. Like that. That's the snowman. Oh, I'm going to copy that. Copy function. Go into my treant and paste it in there. Kill, and then put that in here. Choose speed. Done. Right. That's that bit done. Next, I need a reference point of where I need him to end up going. So, and I need a nav mesh as well. So let's bring in our snowman and treant. So treant. And to make it fair, what I'm going to do is if I turn the snaps on, I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So next to each other like that. And then I'm going to replace that with the snowman. There we go. Right, nav mesh. Nav mesh bounds volume. Whoop. A little bit more. Something like this. Okay, and we're going to make them run to a goalpost over here somewhere. So let's find out how far away that is from here. So I'm going to go into top. Oh, this is useless. Can't see nothing. Oh, there you go. So there's my snowman and treant. We're going to go out this way. And there's the tree. So straight line. It's about 5,500, we'll say. Okay. Oh. So where are they? Right. Destination on start race. I'm actually going to take that on there. Just make it always go. Get actor location. Actually, no, get their forward vector. Just make them run. Get forward vector. Multiply that by 5,500 and add that onto the current location. Like that. And we'll do the same for the other one. There we go. Cool. Right, so we'll do a thing over here on the level blueprint. So on level blueprint, we'll do a custom event for start race. And we need a reference to both of them. So select that. Create reference to treant. Create reference to treant 2, I guess that's still called. So start race, we're going to tell these both to start their race function. I can't do that, can I? Start race again. But I'm also going to set up bindings for them as well. So we're going to take this and what would be the easiest way of doing this? Just do. That'd be the snowman. Brilliant. So the reason why is because I can set up events for goal reached for the snowman and goal reached for the treant. Like this. And once one's done it, we'll call the event if they have won. So do a quick widget for this. Use a widget. Race win. Whatever. And I'll just do a very simple text. And this will fill up the whole screen. So I'm going to set it to like 200. Actually wrap that with a canvas panel. There we go. Transform policy to upper. There we go. Winner get pre-construct set text. Suppose all that. Okay, so in here we're going to do create widget. And that'd be race win in text here. So actually what I'll do is we'll take that. So if this one wins, it'll say snowman. And if this one wins, we'll say treant. Promote to a variable. And that'd be winner. And if this one also set to winner. And then make sure it only picks the one of them. And you get this one, convert the value that you get, and only do this if this is not valid. So if once it becomes valid, it can't be done again. Do that. And then add two people. That should do the trick. Okay, so that starts the race. So okay, so we just need to call this start race thing now. So let's go to here and do a little trigger volume. I just do a start race start, and do a simple collision. And we can overlap equals get player character. End overlap, almost done. And then we'll take that. Disable input. Enable input. And then, yeah, if I put debug E. And this one we'll do an event dispatcher and say on race start. And just call it. There. Done. Now go back to my level blueprint. And I need a reference to that. Whoops, I need to put it into the scene first. Right, race start. And we'll put the race start in between them, I think. Just behind them, in between them. like this. Yeah, so back on the level blueprint, I add a event for this thing, and that would be on race start. That's basically the event dispatcher kicking off, and that would call start race. So let's test that out. Hit play, and away they go. Well, why's he gone all weird? And then not animating either. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure that out. Maybe I chose the wrong animation for each one of these. So it looks like the Treant's going to win that one. Get to the end. I didn't do the viewport thing. So why is that the case? So let me just edit the animations. Edit Treant. Oh no, I did change it to walk. Yeah, why isn't it walking in? Yeah, why is that doing that? Play animation, maybe? Just do that instead. Treant. Walk. On loop. There you go. I don't know why on goal reach it's not firing, but we'll get to that in a second. Snowman. Play animation. Yeah, that one had the wrong animation. Snowman. Walk. Looping. Okay, so for some reason it wasn't doing the goal reached for either of these. So let's do a breakpoint for each one of these and see what happens here. Okay. Go. Snowman's taking a lead. Oh, looking to see if they hit their spot and call their thing. Yeah, no. Why are they not calling it? What? Yeah, I'm going to randomize the speed during the race as well. I'm going to put in... yeah, that was the plan. I'm going to do like a little trigger points where it randomizes the speed throughout at certain points. But I don't know why the goal ain't coming out as reached here. Let me print string this, see if it fails. That there. Well, it's not failing because it's not printing the string. I don't think it came out with a... message, so... goal reached. Okay. Let's do that actually while we're doing this testing. We can just do the randomizers. Actually, hang on. We'll actually do it on here actually. So when we do this, we'll do a set timer by event, custom event, speed, and we'll just choose speed, and the time here be random, float in range, between 1 and 2.5. Looping. There. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. Snowman. Okay, so now they'll change their speed throughout the race, so you won't know who's winning. Goal radius, I don't know. Right, there we go. Right, we're off. Who's going to win? Oh, it's almost neck and neck. Oh, the Treant's winning. Taking the lead a bit. Success. Okay, so it is reporting success. It's just not calling the thing for some reason. Why not? On goal reached, Treant and Snowman. It's not valid. Wait, yeah, what's going on? Huh? Why? Goal reached there. Ah. Right. So, right. Let me do this instead. Then let me take this. Actually, let's take the Snowman. Treant. I've done the bindings. They should bloody work. Isn't a verb type always valid? No, because it's empty at the start. And it's not even hitting it. It's like, it would at least hit the breakpoint. I don't know why it's not even hitting the breakpoint. Let me just do the print string on these. Hello. Let's go up there. A friend. Yeah, if not, we'll do once. I could also do the trick. Right, who's going to win this race? Snowman taking an early lead. Oh, rocketing ahead. Rocketing ahead here. Success. No hellos. Why not? I don't get how that's not doing that. Goal is being reached. Because that's being triggered. Cool, goal reached. So why the hell is that not working? Right. Rather than doing these, we'll take these references and we'll do the bindings this way. So bind event on goal. Oh, hang on. Oh, goal reach. There you go. That's the Snowman. Bind event goal reached. All right, try it that way. Snowman wins. Don't know why it's being bloody awkward. Brilliant wins. Right. Started the wrong end. Right. Hopefully this works now. Christmas fiends, take your spine lines, go. So we've got neck and neck almost. Ooh, Snowman slightly outpacing the Treant. Ooh, oh. Ah, it worked this time. Cool. Disable. Disable. Right. Snowman wins. Da, 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 da. Right, let's test this one a few couple more times. No, it's just to the other end. Go. Treant with an early lead. Snowman keeps winning. Oh yeah, it's just random. Trina's gonna look like he's gonna win this time. And the winner is Treant. Ding 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 ding. So yeah, so next week you'll be able to put a you'll win a prize under the door, and if you want to gamble it, you can pick a side, tree or snowman, and if you win and get it right, you double. If you lose, you half it. So yeah, bit fun. Cool beans. Okay. So let's just put in a very simple win line here. I think that'd be quite fun to do. Finish line. And we'll do the checkboard one that's already in here. Checkboard. I'll just not pick one of these ones. Fine. Base color. So like this, but I'm gonna add a panner. Put that in there. Panner in the X here by 0.2. And we're going to put in a U coordinate in here too. And we're going to tile it in the U here by 3. Like that. And we'll do this as an alpha translucent. And we'll just do 0.6. And in fact, I'll make that the emissive, not the thing like that. Cool beans. And we're at two-sided, like that. Excellent. Yeah. I think actually rather than scaling it with the U-tiling, I'm going to use... I can do riddles, just simple questions. Just simple questions. Like Christmas questions, like almost like a radio show. It's good fun. We do it every year. So I'm going to take it in the scale of the object. Let's go object scale. And... what do I want to do? I don't know if that's going to work. We'll take a look. No. Because this is going to stretch it. And I don't want to stretch it. Wild align texture. Look like Ron Swanson. Nah, I'm not that manly. What do I actually want to do here? Yeah, no, I had it right first time around. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. Append vector X and Y, and put that into the coordinate space. Right. And then in here, we'll put in a plane, shape plane. Put that in the material. Right, why is that not doing that though? That should be 1 and 1. Yeah, no, it should be 1 1. Ah. 1. Oh, this is a coordinate, not the... Sorry, my bad. Oh, crap. Yeah, no, I want to... I'm losing my bloody mind. Yeah, this is not coordinate index. I want to use the tiling of this. So I need to take divide 1 by this. Like that. Append vector. And put that in there. No. No. Why is it doing that? I want to. So I have that on there. Oh, first of all, I've got it the wrong way around. So I want the finish line to be like this, but I want the UVs to be correct based upon the size in here. I'll just type it in 12 solid. Make my life a bit easier. Italian 12. There you go. Solid. So what we'll do is we'll make this finish line appear when the race starts. So we'll make that hidden in game. And then on the level blueprint, when we start the race, over here. Hidden in game, reset to false. Cool. Okay. Yeah, for a stupid little thing like this, don't work too hard on this. Like, this is literally only going to be used for it. Why are they going? Why did they do that? Was it because I was in the way? Oh, it's because the plane's in the way. Whoops, hang on. Turn off navigation. There we go. Right, now, there we go. Okie dokie. So we've got Snowman in the lead. Treant is trying to overtake. And Snowman is still leading. Oh, it's going to be a tight race. Treant, I think he's going to take it though. Oh, it's got no collision. It's got collision on it. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, no collision. There we go. Right, there we go. Right, try it again. Nope, my cats came back. Do. Right, here we go. Come on, Treant. I believe in you. Oh no, the Snowman's going to win. Snowman wins. Let's just put this back a bit. There we go. Let's do one more test and call it a day on this one. Go. Treant taking the lead. And the winner is Treant. Hey. Cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. File, save all. Right, so next time you'll see this will be next Saturday for our Christmas giveaway. So if you want to be up for a chance of winning some cash prizes and having a bit of fun, it's always a bit of fun doing these things. Turn up. It'll be good fun. And yeah, enjoyable. Right, the last thing I want to do is I want to go into Mimic and showcase something that. So last week we had done Mimic update and it just wouldn't bloody work because the computer's crashing and all sorts of things. So I've done a little bit better and I've sorted something out. Let me try and find it. Where are we? C drive. Mimic. Question, Ryan. I guess you started solo in the beginning of your journey. Do you have a team working with you on your projects? What advice would you give to someone intending to build a team? So yeah, I'm solo still, really. I have an editor who edits my videos, Billy. And you guys have seen Luke and Dan deliver some content on channel too, but for the most part, it's just me. Mimic is pretty much just me. Luke's done some animations for it. Another guy called AJ has done a couple of animations for it. And so another guy called Ran. But for the most part, it's just me. Now, looking forward actually to 2024. So one thing I want to talk about the plans for 2024. While this is loading up, first of all, we're trying to get on top of recordings a little bit better. So this year I experimented with different types of video recordings and different types of content, so you've got a bit of variety. And so one thing I want to try and do is like every week, like we have a regular scheduled programming, so it's planned out a lot more in advance. And so I don't know what day it would be yet, but there'll be a rotation of videos every 4 weeks. So let's say like week 1, or let's take a month for example. So week 1 would be a video about UMG design. So at the start of the year, I done the experiment where I went onto UI database and grabbed a single image and tried recreating that exact same UI inside the UMG editor of Unreal. So I want to go back to doing that. I think that was quite fun. So that'd be week 1 video of the month. Week 2 video of the month is going to be the like a more game design-y one. So like I've done the cameras, the 3Cs, the pillars. That'd be another one like that. Week 3 is going to be more akin to what was it? What was week 3? I think week 3 might have been even UFN. I can't remember what I put down now. But week 4 would then be the review of the creator challenge. So the creator challenge is going to continue, and every you'll see the feedback at the end of each month. So each month would be that sort of set thing. On like a one day of the week would be this sort of like set thing, that's coming. Then another one would be another day of the week would be a series that's currently ongoing. So let's say we take like the survival series for example. You'll get every week will be consistently like week 1 be part 1, week 2 be part 2, week 3, and so on until it's completed, until it's finished, and then we'll move on to a different one. And then the third day of releases would be just one-offs, like how-tos, one-offs, things like that, rather than any series content. So if you're following a series like survival content, for example, the idea is that you can follow every single week, and you're going to get the next part next week if you want to catch up with the next part. Or you can jump ahead early and go onto Patreon and get it early. But for those who aren't following that series, you still get content delivered to you that's going to be useful for you, not just in the live streams, but also on that like one day a week will be this like just a random thing, like a one-off, like short. So that's the plan for the schedule of videos coming out. Live streams are still going to happen the way they have been acting. So the Wednesdays will be question time. The Saturdays will be like what we've done this year, which is a scheduled like every week. Similar to like week 1 will be Mimic, week 2 will be Let's Create, week 3 will be Retro Remake, and week 4 will be like a level design class, like a live session talking about one particular topic, which mostly have been like about level design recently, but it's not going to be just level design, it could be all sorts of things. So they're going to remain as they are. They're nothing going to change too much there. The other thing is guests. So like we had Luke and we've got Dan doing guest videos and things like that. I want to try and get some more guests and get more voices involved. and so I'm looking to like pay guests to come on and do like a guest tutorial or guest talk about something. Which leads me into my final point, which is not my final point, but I want to get back into doing the podcast and bringing in other voices. So over the years I've been doing this, I've gained a lot of networked, interesting people that I talk to from the industry, and it'd be really good to get their voices into the product, and also actually invite you guys onto the podcast too to talk about your projects, what you're doing, and things like that. One thing we are doing that is more of a local thing currently, but over the years, and probably not 2024, but maybe 2025, we'll see how it all goes, is the idea of mentorships. So mentorships is, the idea being is that we take a young person who's new to games development, so like a student in high school or college or university, whatever, particularly someone who's like new to the to games really, and trying to help them get into a position where they're a bit more experienced with junior game designing and game development. So they'll be brought on board for like a 2-week program. The first week will be like delivery and like talking to them in private meetings and as part of the company, and talk about like, okay, this is what I need, this is a job you need to do in this next week. Have at it, and you get access to the project files and you work on actual projects and that project gets released. So like for example, working on Mimic. So currently I'm working with some local schools and colleges. So I've got some game development students coming on board, and they've done so they're joining and they get like a week of training, and then they do a second week where they actually work on the actual project. So for example, in Mimic they'll be doing nothing really too stressful. They're like doing some environment art, for example, and building levels with it, but also taking into account of things like optimization and textures and collisions and shadows and all these various things if to take into account. Because the problem that we've got in games at the moment is that lots of people are interested in getting into games, but a lot of job openings aren't for juniors. They're job openings for experienced people. And it's very hard for people who without any development experience to get in the door. So we're going to try and give people some experience, some exposure to actual life projects, be it Mimic or the next game after Mimic, whatever happens. But that's where we want to go overall. Is I want to try and help as many young people trying to get into games as much as possible. But it's going to be a slow rollout. We're starting local. Just yesterday, I spoke to a nearby university and college. We'll be talking to them and getting their students involved too, and seeing if they want to get involved in this program. Again, to help them get experience in a project and get their name on a credit and actually see their work in an actual game that's been released. So trying to help out as much people as I can. And this will be one of my things I'll take to GDC with me in March, and sharing that information too. Also, one thing we mentioned before is Twitch. We're going to be streaming onto Twitch again. We haven't done it for years, but I just need to go around and update it and refresh it and things like that. But we're going back on Twitch, and also shorts. So I'm going to be doing some more short. Well, actually, I've never done shorts, so we're going to start doing shorts. But shorts aren't going to be like typical tutorial content. Probably they're more likely going to be like game in the life of a game dev type of thing. So like for example, if I'm working on Mimic, for example, and I come across a cool like aha moment, I'll short it. When I go to GDC, expect loads of shorts coming from GDC and chatting to people. Conversations we've had with individual people, try and get basic exposure. So I'm just trying to expose the world of game development to as many people as possible. So if you're interested in going to game dev as a career, as a profession, or even as a hobby, you can feel like you're actually part of that community. So for example, just last night I went to an industry networking meetup event in my area. And we met with developers, educators, and we're networking and talking ideas and explaining things. And it's really cool to talk to people and have these experiences. But networking is really hard if you live in a remote area. So I'm going to try and bring some of that sort of experience, that sort of idea to you guys directly through the channel. That's where I want to take this and where I want it to go. So it's the theme of next year is really about what can Ryan Laley Games as the channel do to support the industry and grow it. We've seen too many layoffs. We've seen too many people begging for work but can't get it because they don't have experience, or people who are desperate for work but are unconfident and don't understand and don't understand how the industry works and don't understand where they're going to that. Alongside that, we'll also continue doing our private training and tutoring. So if you don't know, I do private sessions with people. People pay for like private one-to-one sessions. That's going to continue as per usual. So that could be top tier Patreon members, or it could be private, whatever you want. So yeah, we're trying to do more there. But yeah, I really want to try and help out industry people, people in industry and people who want to get into industry as much as possible. By being as candid as possible and like sharing information and like saying like, hey, what I can legally tell you and what I can talk about, I want to talk about. So yeah, that's where things like the podcast idea came from, the shorts idea come from. It's sort of just like, hey, welcome to the game dev community. We're not just here to learn about making games, we're just here to learn how to be better people. And that's where I want to go. But yeah, that's where we're at. So it's mostly just a lot of reorganization. So thank you, Mesh, for the the thoughts. But I say most of it's just organization, reorganization. Again, back on top of things. Hopefully, health-wise, my son will be a bit better, and we can continue going forward with it. But also trying to give myself some more time and spread out my calendar a little bit more, be a bit more organized there. It started off organized this year, but went tits up straight away. For various reasons, but that's what we're looking at doing. So starting in January, you can see that going forwards. Yeah, for that. Still waiting for Mimic to load, by the way. But yeah, don't you think getting a job as a game dev on Yuri is just as so hard, especially for new ones, unless making your own game? Yeah, it is. Any job in game dev is hard to get. That's for certain. You're welcome, Daryl. It's good to hear that you've managed to finish that. Thank you, God Squad. What do you do to motivate yourself to continue your projects, games, and finish them and polish them to a satisfying result to you? Interesting. So project-wise, so not even like not videos or training like things like that, but actual projects. How do I motivate myself? Well, I love making games and I love solving problems and challenges. Anyway, but it is definitely like there's like for Mimic, for example. It is very tempting to say like I'm gonna stick to this date and push it forward and that's it. So originally the date of release is going to be fall 2024. However, I'm trying to get my head around the idea of like if we have to push it, it's okay. It's when you start realizing the potential of your game design and realizing, hey, this could be quite a good project. This could do something quite special. That's when you have to stop getting excited and like push it out the door. Like, hey, people, just play the game, play, because then it's not going to get any attraction. So a lot of thought is going into and a lot of work is going into talking to investors, publishers, pitchers, and trying to get as much support for the game in over the 2024. So that's one thing the shorts would go over and talk about as well, is talk about that experience of pitching and talking and to investors and publishers and just sharing that insight basically. And so like, hey, this is what happened, this is how it works, this is what I had to prepare, and so on. So yeah. This project's taking ages to load. Gentucky, quick question: do you have any plans on making a series on AI companions? I've been following along the Galileo stream. AI companions. I mean, yeah, the list of things I want to do videos on is ridiculously long. It's never ending, so hard to say. But yeah, it is on the list. Do you have experience with publishers? Was it good experience in terms of keeping control of your content and freedom? So this is quite a common thing that you hear about people saying. It's like the publisher, they're worried about publishers going to take control of their projects and take control of what they want to see. And yes, that does happen, but I don't think people realize it doesn't happen as much as I think it does. Because when you pitch your game to a publisher, you're pitching your game. Like, they may come up with a few suggestions, but after all, it's your game you're pitching, and so on. So the influence they have on your game is not as massive as you think it is. If they are going to suggest things, it's because they want to recoup their costs. So if they think, oh, we're going to sink $1 million into your project, but if they think like, well, we want to get 4 million, 5 million back from that project, they need to look at it and go, well, how's this project going to make that money back? Well, one thing we need to do is increase the price, or add this feature, or add in-game store, or DLC, whatever it may be. And so when they are suggesting these things, it's because not only you have to remember that yes, they are helping you by funding the game, but they are also a business and therefore need to get their money back and then some, which in turn would hopefully work out for you quite well, because obviously you make more money here too. So that's what you're looking for. But one thing I want to showcase people through like these shorts and like podcasts, things like that, is talking about things like funding opportunities. And like, you don't have to go for a publisher route. There are loads of different investors and loads of different funding places in your countries that do grants, funds, applications, things like that you can pitch to and get all that. So we'll be talking about that. I've got to fill out a few application forms myself today, tomorrow, whenever, and push that all across there. Yeah. Have fun at work, Jason. Question, but sometimes publishers can have control over your company and not just projects. No, it depends on the contract. Like, they may have just bought your company, but chances are they're just investing in the project. Chances are the first thing they're going to do is invest in the contract. Abdullah, oh, hello Abdullah, good to hear from you. This is taking ages to load, isn't it? I'm just going to show you the character swapping thing we did. I guess it's not going to happen. Oh, it's doing something. Yeah, most of the time, small developers, publishers aren't even worth it. That's correct. If you can, there are so many ways to self-publish nowadays. Like, you don't necessarily need a publisher. Publishers do offer lots of different benefits though, like porting support, localization, testing, marketing, obviously. So there are loads of benefits to having a publisher. Yeah. I have a question. When you started your studio, did you have a big budget or did you start with a small budget? I started with no budget. So it's just what it is. Yeah. I was actually having this conversation with someone yesterday, actually, about there are two big resources in game development. In general, any sort of creative project. money is obviously a big one. Being able to fund yourself and put yourself through it and all that stuff too. But the other resource is time. Time is just as valuable and just as expensive as money costs. So, but it's far more limiting because obviously we can't add days to our thing. We can't add time to our thing. We can only optimize it and make it more efficient. So when I got started, I was working a full-time job. And it's quite a common thing I hear from students as well. It's like, I'm working a full-time job. How the hell can I make this game that I want to make? Well, in your case, then, money isn't the issue because you're funding yourself with another job. That's solved. The big issue you have is time. That's the resource you've got to manage. And so that involves optimizing that as much as possible and finding that. And that's harder to do because you can't find investors for your time. You have to be the only investor in your own time. So when I was starting, I was working a full-time job and I basically just stayed up really late every night, and I still do, working on things. And yeah, so when I started, I was literally just working all the way through the night, till like 2-3 a.m. And that's it. That's how I got by. And when I could find time to do it, I would find time to do more stuff. So it really does. It's more. All you have is time, but no money. Well, that's the other problem you have. Yeah. So if you have time and no money, obviously you got to feed yourself, pay your bills, and all that stuff. That takes priority. But once you've got that solved, then you can work on solving another problem. So you can, so when you're looking for investors, you can either invest in time or invest in money. And invest in money is by finding a job to supplement your work. And a lot of game studios will actually supplement their income with cooperative work, and they'll work for other game studios, and before they can work on their full project themselves, they'll do some work for hire stuff. That's quite common. You could do the same. Yeah, there's loads of opportunities out there to do it. Ilias, I did see, yes, that you put Heaven and Paradise. That's a very nice way to think of my name. I think in Africa my name means small king, but I may be mistaken as well. Do you specialize in one game genre, or are you open to more game genres? For example, I intend to do several games for kids and still have the willingness to make a survival horror. Oh yeah, I'm up for all types of game genres. I love learning. As much as I love teaching, I love learning. So, always trying to do something different every single time. I don't try to just do one type of game. So Mimic is my first survival horror game. I just think it was fun, and I was going to try it. After Mimic, I really want to do something a bit more low key and a lot more chill. So I'm thinking of some cutesy little game I want to try and do. Not like a farming sim, like Stardew or anything like that, but I'm thinking more like like a sim, but more profession focused. Okay, so like you're doing a job in a cutesy world. I want to try and do stuff like that next, but yeah. Do you think at some point you'll do a collab on a video with other YouTubers like Groker? Yeah, I would like to. Stuff in the past has been lined up to try and do stuff like that with various different with other YouTubers. The difference is I'm majorly overworked, so finding time that I'm free to do that is difficult. I'm doing a couple of big contracts at the moment. Yeah, it's just massively overworked at the moment. So trying to work that out. Oh, probably first and foremost. Well, I don't know where the project's gone. It should have loaded up.